everybody, and happy holidays. It's time, isn't it, to get out the ugly Christmas sweaters, to put the mistletoe above the door, the fire in the log in the fireplace, and to hopefully be the boss and not the bitch of all of those seasonal holiday foods that we usually fall prey to. Isn't it crazy this time of year how all those foods that are only the seasonal, the pumpkin spice latte, the candy canes, the marshmallow fudge, the eggnog, and all of those things that we probably would turn our noses up at. Most of the time of the year, we fall prey into this kind of fever and we end up overeating them. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to really get in charge of all of that. So this year, you are the boss and not the bitch of all of those seasonal holiday foods, so you can manage your weight through the holidays and not have to start over January 1st, having to lose those 10 pounds that you gained because you were eating all of those seasonal holiday foods. So, yes, my name is Rita Black, and I am a clinical hypnotherapist, a weight loss specialist, and I'm also the author from Fat to Thin Thinking, Unlock Your Mind for Permanent Weight Management. And really, truly, most of what managing your way through the holidays is about is mindfulness. I mean, it's really about tuning in and being mindful in this time of year where we kind of get overwhelmed and are, running around, trying to manage this and that, buy presents, bake, make everybody happy. And then we end up not taking care of ourselves. So if we put a little planning in and a little mindfulness in, I assure you that you can manage your weight and stay weight conscious through the holidays and have your cake and eat it too, or have your fruit cake and eat it too. It's not about not eating these things, but it's about really being conscious and showing up for yourself in a different way, because most of weight management is really how you communicate with yourself. And best communications always start with a plan and a plan to be successful. So let's plan to be successful this year, shall we? Okay, so the first thing that you want to do, and this has been very helpful for me because I've been managing my weight for about 25 years now. I used to be about 40 pounds heavier, and I have taken that weight off and kept it off. And one of the and I was, to be honest with you, when I went away to college, my first term, I lost a bunch of weight because I was not in my mom's kitchen. My mom was a big baker and, just a ton of food at the house. And I lost weight that first term. And then I went home for the holidays, and I'm going to tell you, I gained. I opened the door to my mom's house, and I literally started with one thing, and I continued to eat and eat and eat until I went back to college. My roommates didn't even recognize me. I was like 20 pounds heavier. Crazy, right? So I know I'm somebody who has fallen prey to holiday food. So something that's really helped me is over the years is that when I go into the holiday season, I know the seasonal foods that really, I'll ask myself this question, I'll say, what foods do I need to eat to know that I've gone through the holidays this year? Now, for you, that might be something like your Aunt Jan's macaroni and cheese, right? But you don't need to eat everything that Aunt Jan makes, maybe just her macaroni and cheese is what's special for you. So I say choose 2 to 3 of those holiday foods, and then you don't need the rest. You know what they all taste like. And so choose those ones that are going to be special for you, and then give yourself that serving of them and sit down and be mindful about it, enjoy it. It's not about not having it, but it's about choosing and being choosy. Most of those foods, those special seasonal holiday foods, if you, like I said, if it was June and they were in front of you, you probably would just pass right by them. But there's something about the holidays. So choose the ones that are that mean something to you. For me, that's gingerbread. My mom used to make this very special cream cheese cookie with this special German cookie press, and like those things mean something to me, and I will have them and be mindful about them and enjoy them. And then I'm getting on with my healthy eating through the holiday season. So choose 2 to 3 foods that mean something for you. Then you can employ the 3-bite rule. If you don't know what that is, it just means that actually our mouth experience of most foods and most decadent foods goes from 90% down to about 20% after 3 bites. So if you are going to have Aunt Jan's macaroni and cheese, probably after the 3rd bite, your mouth has kind of already become desensitized to it. So you don't need to eat more, and you can just pick and choose those 3 bites. So like, let's say you go to a big holiday buffet, look for 2 to 3 things and take those little 3 bites and then fill your plate with the other healthy stuff, so that then you can pick at that, get the most out of it without having to have a big old heaping serving, getting all the calories and fat and, spiking your blood sugar, and then feeling like you're getting into that sort of holiday eating fog, where then we just become the sort of eating machine, like eating whatever is coming our way just because it's there. Stay mindful and really experience the food. Enjoy it, give yourself that experience, but you don't need to have a lot in order to enjoy, but you don't have to feel deprived either. Here's something to understand. If you don't understand this already, you may. That smell is the most important part of the holiday season, or anything. A smell is a portal into memories. I think so much of us associate the holidays with love and togetherness and emotions. And because when we're children, all of this, we're, granny and mom and dad and presents and Santa and all of that imprinted on our brains with smell. And, smell is one of the most important things in our subconscious mind, and it brings up emotions, feelings, connections. So our smell is the most important part. So often just smelling the food is enough. You don't need to actually even eat it. Smelling the cinnamon or the spices or the smell of the Christmas tree or the Hanukkah candles or the whatever was your smell for the holidays, or a lot of different smells. So with regards to food, like I've mentioned on other videos that, I have a client who would just take something and smell it and be like, that's good enough. That's all I need. I just wanted that memory and that smell. I didn't need to eat it in order to experience that. So think about that. I think we often eat food to eat the emotion, or because underneath the food is often an emotion, a memory, a connection, and we're eating the food to get connected to that. And often then we'll eat the food and then feel bad, and we'll lose that powerful connection. So often when we can think about like, oh, what does gingerbread mean to me? And, it means love and nurturing. Maybe I just need some love and nurturing. I don't need to eat gingerbread. Maybe I can make a cup of ginger tea instead, and enjoy that and enjoy that smell. Often we can forego those holiday treats because really what's underneath it is something much more profound and deep for us. And we end up eating and then feeling bad and disconnected from ourselves rather than connecting to the true spirit of the holiday. Something to think about. And having said that, brings me to the next thing, inner love. So again, we are really wanting to connect to that inner self, that inner child that was so excited about the holiday season. And yes, there were treats and stuff about, but the true meaning of the holidays is something much deeper than that. And when you start connecting with that, instead of eating the food to try to connect to that, you find that it can be a lot more special. I am very much enjoy the holiday season for all the other non-food traditions that I've cultivated over the years, because when I lost weight and have kept it off, I started focusing on the other aspects of the holidays much more. I mean, when I struggled with my weight, it was all about the food. But now for me, it's lighting the fire and sitting by it with my children and talking, watching movies, making soap, even though we're really bad at making soap. We do that every year, and traditions that bring us together as a family, or even my own traditions of taking walks out on the cold in the cold Los Angeles air. No, but you know what I mean. It's like I have my own time for myself, my time with my family during the holidays, and it's a very special time, journaling, all of that kind of stuff. So think about things that you can do in the holidays ahead of time that are going to engage you in the holidays, engage you in the spirit of the holidays without it having to be food oriented, because then the holidays take on a different significance and meaning. Sure, you can have your treats, but just being more mindful about it and allowing yourself to maybe dive a little deeper into holidays this year. And it's not just about foods, is the best way to be the boss and not the bitch of the holiday foods. And you can really get behind the spirit of the holidays from a different level, manage your weight, maybe even release weight if that's what you're up for this holiday season, and have a magical, lovely holiday season. To you, the ones you love, your community, please stay safe, please stay healthy, take care of yourself, and have a wonderful holiday season.